and NaNiwa really can't. Strelok's had an economic lead for most of this game, which is going to put NaNiwa in an awful position. 34 Marauders, need 32 and 6 more. 6 Marauders, 7 Marauders at the same time. Strelok's still not willing to go in. Interesting. Surely he'll go in now. Surely he thinks he's got what he needs. Trying to snipe off those Colossi. That's the biggest threat right here. Charges the Medivacs in as well, which is an interesting play to try and absorb some of that Stalker firepower. The force fields go down. EMP did land. Not a huge amount of damage being done still. Taking a lot of fire from those Colossi. I think Strelok should have this though. As you can see, very badly injured Marauders are able to chew through NaNiwa. NaNiwa forced all the way back, and now the army supply advantage is huge. It's 97 to 45, and Strelok looking unstoppable in this tournament right now. Not willing to go in just yet. I have to wonder if he would, if he knew just how badly beaten up NaNiwa really is right now. His army count is not looking good. 3 Colossus, 5 Zealots, 6 Sentry, and a Stalker. That really is about it. Looks like he's waiting for reinforcements to go in once again. His Viking count is looking okay. He does have a +1 upgrade for his ship weapons, so that will help him a little bit. Healing up everybody and then looking to go in once again. Of course, he could drop this. These Dark Templar have not come into play at all. NaNiwa being forced into such a defensive position, I don't really blame him. The army supply count tells the story, folks. 129 to 69, and worker supply is now equal, but of course the advantage always goes to the Terran player thanks to mules. And he goes once again. Will NaNiwa be able to hold this? It's looking very dodgy. But he does have +3/+3. It has completed. He's also building an Immortal. A little late to just build one, unfortunately. He needs a lot more than that to deal with those Marauders. However, that +3/+3 might make the difference. Strelok stopped on +2/+2. There's the stim and a quick blink out. Bare minimum damage done in inconclusive engagement right here for NaNiwa and Strelok. Additional warp in. NaNiwa actually following up. His army count deficit is starting to get a lot better. A great blink right there. Looking to pick off the Vikings. However, it's difficult terrain to do that with. Very difficult indeed. Strelok holding this line. The thing is, his advantage is starting to disappear. He's taking a lot of Colossi firepower from the back there. He can't do much about it just yet. A +3 upgrade is helping. There's the mass stim. The Guardian shields will help out an awful lot right here. He needs to bring down those Colossus. In the meantime, the Marauders having a scrim right here with the Stalkers from NaNiwa. Stalkers from NaNiwa are melting quite nicely. The Marauder count is holding up. However, the Vikings are down. The Colossus holds, and NaNiwa with a vicious counterattack. There's the blink coming in right here. This could be the end for Strelok. This is incredibly aggressive. Army supply count shifting in favor right now of NaNiwa. Picks off the last one. NaNiwa looking really, really good. He came back from that very nicely, incredibly nicely, and Strelok is now in a really terrible position. Defenses are minimal right now. Will that Planetary Fortress be able to hold up against that kind of firepower? It's looking unlikely. NaNiwa holds up for a second and then decides to go for it. Now the question is, can Strelok really get his army back in shape? That was not what he wanted. Army supply count in favor of NaNiwa right now. Upgrade in favor. A good EMP. But it didn't really do much, except, of course, drain all the energy of those sentries. It was a good shot. No energy left on that, so no force fields coming into play. Oh no, 3 Medivacs right there. A micro mistake there by Strelok. Not great. That will not help at all. Strelok being forced back into a corner right now. NaNiwa's superior firepower raining down on the Terran player. He's holding as much as he can, but this is looking really difficult. Will the bunker line be able to help him out? It's not what he's looking for right now. The bunker's getting melted so incredibly fast, as you can very clearly see. Force fields blocking in a couple of Marauders right there, and he's breaking through. Strelok has got to get in there as quickly as possible. He's losing his frontline force. He tries to flank from the side. Additional reinforcements coming in right here, bringing in good damage on the Stalkers, but still, this is going to be very difficult to deal with. He just doesn't have the units right now. He doesn't. It's 93 to 42 in the army supply count, and Strelok getting melted right here. 3 forces annihilated by NaNiwa. The Colossi hold up very, very nicely right here. Really not an awful lot he can do. A couple of Vikings hanging around right there to try and cut off some reinforcements. That's the natural expansion. Strelok gone right now. Reinforcements are not forthcoming. Marauders streaming in right here. Strelok desperately wants to try and hold this. He just can't. He doesn't have what he needs. And NaNiwa with an incredible comeback right here. Strelok puts some massive pressure on NaNiwa, but NaNiwa rebuilt very nicely. Production facilities getting gutted right now. No drops, no Marauders. He's waiting for the last vestiges of Strelok's force to throw themselves up against NaNiwa. Big damage coming in for the Marauders at the back, but they don't have the firepower to deal with it. There's simply not enough. The Colossi continues to stand tall and is cutting through. 21 kills. GG, ladies and gentlemen. NaNiwa with a sensational comeback. There you go, folks. Proving why he's one of the best foreigners in the scene, and NaNiwa takes the series 2-1 versus Strelok, who is looking incredibly likely to take that. But there you go. That's what you expect to see from NaNiwa, folks.